dolls and gents. So I just finished recording this look for you guys. If it looks familiar, it's the look that was in my summer foundation routine video. Everyone wanted to know what eyeshadow look I had in that video. So I didn't quite remember the products that I used, but looking back on it, I think this is like, if not the same products I used, is very similar to that look. So it's just a little bit of turquoise, and it's a kind of neutral eye. So you could wear this on an everyday basis just to add a pop of color. And this especially looks good on hazel eyes, or if you have hazel contacts. So I hope you enjoy it, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. I've already primed my eyes with concealer, and this is MAC's NW50 Studio Finish Concealer. I just put this all over my eyelid, and I'm not going to use any primer today, but if you want to use primer, you can go ahead and do that. And the first color we're going to be using is MAC's Arena Eyeshadow, and this eyeshadow is a peachy kind of matte eyeshadow. I'm going to get a stiff brush like this. This is a Sonia Kashuk large eyeshadow brush. We're going to just dip it into the color a little bit, and we're going to put this onto the eyelid. So just pack it onto your eyelid. Don't go above the eyelid, because we're going to be putting a different color into the crease. We're also going to use the same color as a highlight, and I'm going to use a fluffier brush, and this is going to go right underneath the brow bone. And we're going to focus it right underneath the arch of the eyebrow. So right there. And bring it downward. You're not going to go all the way over here, just under the arch and down. The next color we're going to be using is Print by MAC. This is a matte kind of dark gray eyeshadow. I'm going to use that with the fluffy brush from Sonia Kashuk. Tap off the excess, and we're going to place this into the crease. So we're going to focus it right on this outer edge right here. Pull it into the actual lid just a little bit. And then I normally stop right here, but we're going to take it inside a little bit. So sweep it down into the crease as well. But you don't want a lot of color there. You kind of want it to fade. And then go back to this outer corner and saturate most of the color there. Next, you're going to use a matte black eyeshadow. This is from MAC. It's called Carbon. You're just going to take it with kind of a more pointy crease brush. This is from Studio Tools. And we're going to place that in the crease, but more in this just outer V area, which is right here. And we're just going to swirl the brush back and forth in circular motions until we get the depth that we want in the crease. Remember, always start with a little bit of black and build up, because if you put too much black on, you pretty much ruin the look, and there's nothing that you can do about it. Next, I'm going to use a black eyeliner, and this is MAC's Feline Eye Kohl, and we're going to put this on the waterline on the bottom. And you should probably use a sharpened one. Mine's not really all that sharpened. And then you're going to use that first crease color, which is Print by MAC. And you're going to use a kind of stiff pencil brush. This is from Raving Beauty Cosmetics. It's a dual end brush. And you're going to smudge that with the eyeliner. Don't go all the way in. Leave a little bit of space because we're going to be using some turquoise right there. Next, what we're going to do is use this color. This is a pigment from Sugarpill, and it's kind of like a white, but it has turquoise undertones to it, and you probably can't see it because it's so white. But I'm going to get a little bit of, this is just eye contact solution. I'm going to put a drop in here just to wet my brush a little bit, and this is just the top of it. And I'm going to dip it into the actual pigment. Tap off all the excess powder on the brush. And we're going to place this in the inner tear duct as well as a little bit below the lash line like I did on the side. And I'm actually going to wipe off my brush a little bit so it's not wet anymore. And then we're going to go back in with that same color, but we're going to use it dry this time. And I'm going to set it. And you will get a little fallout when you use it dry, but since I haven't applied my foundation yet, I can just clean that up. Okay, next I'm going to apply MAC's Blacktrack Fluidline, which just looks like this. And I'm going to use an angled eyeliner brush. This is from Sonia Kashuk as well. Just going to dip my tip of my brush into here. And wipe it on the edge so I don't get too much on my brush. And I'm going to line my entire eye. I like to start in the middle and then work my way in the inner corner and then the outer corner. And you don't want to cover up the turquoise, so you're going to go in the actual like tight line when you get right up front. Okay? Now, I did a pretty thick wing on this side. You don't have to do your wing that thick if you don't want to, but I like my wing to be pretty far out. So I'm going to apply my false lashes, mascara, and I'll be right back. So I use Red Cherry, oh, I have it upside down. No, I don't. Red Cherry number 13s, which are one of my favorite lashes. These are the lashes. And I also used Maybelline Great Lash and Blackest Black mascara to blend my lashes with it. I put them on the bottom lashes. First, I'm going to use a primer, and I'm going to use Michael Todd's Tinted Gel Primer. The color I use is Deep, and I just put it on with my fingers. So my forehead, my nose, my chin, I put it all over my face because it's just so hot outside. Okay. And I just blend it in with my fingers. And this is going to keep our makeup on all day. So I'm going to use my MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NW50. I'm going to use this right underneath my eyes as concealer. This is going to cancel out any dark circles and make that skin underneath there look more smooth. I really like using a lighter concealer underneath my eyes just to brighten up underneath there. Then I'm going to take my Covergirl. This is the Translucent Honey Translucent Powder. Looks like that. With my SS224 brush. And this is going to set the concealer underneath the eye. I have a couple places on my face that I need to conceal a little bit. As you can see, a couple of dark areas. So I'm going to conceal those. I'm going to use MAC's Select Cover-Up Concealer. This one is NW45. I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand, like so. I'm just going to use my finger. I like using my finger with concealer. Sometimes I use a brush, sometimes I don't. It depends on how I'm feeling. But I'm going to put this on this dark area right here. Just pat it and also tap it in. And also any other dark areas on my face. So I'm just going to pat this in over here. And I find that the fingers melt the concealer into the skin better. Also have a darker spot right there. Okay, now that my face is concealed, I can go ahead and apply my powder. And today I'm going to be using my MAC Mineralized Skinfinish. And this one is in Deep Dark. I'm just going to use it with my SS182 brush from Sigma. And this is just your, normal kabuki. I'm going to dip it in the product, tap off the excess, and I'm going to start buffing it into my face. And this just gives light coverage. And I don't go over the place where I put the powder for the concealer. But this isn't going to add much coverage to your skin. It's very, very light. It's just going to give your skin a really pretty glow. And I like to take mine down my neck a little bit. So I'm going to do that just so it blends. Okay, and for lipstick in that video, what I used was MAC's Noveau Frou lipstick, which is right in there. So I'm just going to dip my finger in there and put that on my lips. And it's actually, it's either discontinued or limited edition. I bought mine at a CCO. So if you really like this color, then I would look out for it at a CCO. It's kind of like pinky, purpley gray. It's a really unique color. I like it though. I'm going to just use this little Sephora lip gloss. It's called Precious Pink. Just to give my lips a little gloss. And you can go ahead and add some blush if you want. I'm not going to add any blush. When it's like an everyday look, I didn't have blush on in the video either. When it's an everyday look, I don't really like to do blush. I don't know, but you can do blush if you want. But I hope you guys enjoyed the look, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.